Hey guys, welcome. I am going to bring you a full moon in Leo reading, a twin flame journey spread for the full moon, but I wanted to chat first. So I know some of you like to skip ahead to get right to the cards, but you're going to miss what the whole reading is about. So I ask you to just kind of hang out and hear my little spiel. And then the reading is for the collective, the Twin Flame Soulmate Collective, around the full moon in Leo energy. And then the extended will be an Aries through Pisces, little mini 3-card spreads around what comes through for the Leo full moon. So I hope you'll stay. Welcome if you're new to the channel. And for those who are returning, thank you for all the love and support you've shown me. The healing energy. I don't want to cry since my accident, and I am on the mend. I'm feeling a good bit better. Still not able to quite wash my hair. The body's clean. The hair will have to wait till tomorrow, but each day I get a little better and a little better, and I can reach more without wincing in pain, which I know was difficult for some of you to watch in past readings. So thanks for your love and your Reiki and your positivity and your affirmations of support. It's meant the world to me. Can't even begin to talk about it without getting choked up. So let's talk about the full moon in Leo. This moon is an invitation. I've got some notes here to reclaim our right to shine. Leo is about that creative spark. It is, and how we connect through our voice and how, think of the King of Wands, think of the Strength card, think of that powerful presence. And it's a cosmic event, this full moon with other planetary geometry around it is encouraging us to express ourselves in our inner world. So whatever's going on inside of us, this is our opportunity to give it voice, to put it out there. Obviously with an energy of service to others, right? Because we are in Aquarius right now. We're in the age of Aquarius, and the sun is in Aquarius. So that's really what our conscious awareness is about, the focus outward. But the Leo moon is like, bring out your inner sparkle and put it out to the world. So it's about coming back to our creative essence, embodying our own light. And it says here, which I really love this, it was from Moon Omens, it's about reclaiming our right to be seen, heard, and appreciated. Right? Who doesn't need a little bit of that? It urges us to stop waiting for someone else to give us permission to shine, and invites us to give ourselves the permission to do so. So, it's about allowing our light to come through, to inspire others to connect with their own essence and to shine bright as well. So that is what the full moon is about. This little mini, I'm going to do a little bit of oracle, 2-card pull, and it's perfect for working with this full moon. I'm going to give credit to Colette Baron Reed. I got these questions from her in a poll that she did. So it's really, I'm using the treasure map, the enchanted map, oracle. The first question, so the best thing to do when you're pulling cards is you got to have a question. You've got to be asking a question. How do we celebrate our unique contribution of self-expression to support the greater good of our connections? Right? So if you're in a twin flame kind of connection, there's a mission for that. There's something here your souls are charged with bringing to the universe, with bringing to humanity. That's the real deal of it. So if you haven't gotten that part of it, I do a little exploration on the side of what the twin flame mission is about. There's a lot of information you can find online. But this first card I'm going to pull is how do we celebrate? Because full moons are about gratitude and celebration first, and then releasing what we don't need so much of second. So the first question, how do I celebrate my unique contribution of self-expression to support the greater good of my connection, meaning your twin flame soulmate connection? And the second question about release, what do I need to know about myself that must be released in order to step up to the most powerful form of personal self-expression? So how do we get to be, like, what do we need to let go of? What's in the way of us being our most powerful in terms of how we express ourselves? So, all right, first card out. How do we celebrate our unique contribution of self-expression to support the greater good of our connections? This is for the collective, Aries through Pisces. Interesting. Cleaning house in protection. And it's card 37. 3 and 7 is 10. So the energy of the number 10 is about completion and coming full circle and completing a lesson. But this one's in reverse. So let me share that with you. When it's reversed, it's sort of a protection message. I love this. This is just so perfect. So celebrating your unique contribution, like how do we do that? Why do you hold on to things that remind you of the past? Is your home cluttered with objects that bring up unhappy memories? Do you have a tendency to attract broken people who need to be fixed? If you're involved in this type of emotional project, stop right now and clean house. Being needed isn't going to get you what you really need. That said, even if you initially resist letting go of excess physical or emotional baggage, you'll feel amazing afterward. Let go and let the universe bring you something better. Make space. The universe doesn't like a vacuum and will respond to your house cleaning by filling your home with what will best serve you. Oh my gosh. Right? So celebrate your unique contribution to your own connection by like letting go of everything you're holding on to from the past. I mean, if you really want to get right down to it, this is 5 of Cups in reverse. Let it go. Right? It isn't helping you. It isn't serving you. And when I say you, I'm including myself in this. This is a reading for the collective, all signs. So, right, the greater good of your connection requires you to let go of the past. Clean house, my friends. Love it. Second card, what do I need to know about myself that must be released in order to step into the most powerful form of self-expression? Like within your connection, these are twin flame readings. So what do you need to let go of? What's going on with us that we, need to release to step into our most powerful form? So I'm doing this. You can take those 2 questions and pull your own cards if you really want to dive deep for yourself. This is more for the collective. Just wanted to make that clear. Another card in reverse. Balancing act, card number 11. Not even joking. Card number 11. See it? Balancing act in reverse. More protection energy. So what do we need to know about ourselves? Oh, this is great. I really needed this. Okay. So this is a time when it's important to address the areas of your life where there is discord. Are you fixated on getting your own way? Are you obsessed with one thing, neglecting essential matters that require your attention? Taking your own inventory is a necessary step toward rebalancing your life, and it's the only way to reach an equitable solution. 6 of Pentacles. Adjust yourself to the conditions of your environment that you have no control over, and balance will come much more easily. If there is to be fairness, it must come from you. So think 6 of Pentacles, think the Justice card, right? The balance, the fairness. This card was in reverse. It was in the protection mode, protection position. So what do you need to know about yourself? If you're over controlling everything, let it go. It's another thing. It's another letting go card. It's another releasing. This one's about releasing the past so that you can be more present in your self-expression, in your connection. What do you need to know about yourself? It's releasing the imbalance. Find the balance for yourself. Stop waiting for somebody else to give it to you. To me, to us. So really beautiful. Wow. Taking an inventory. So, take the inventory first about how things are not in balance and the part you're playing in contributing to the lack of balance. And I'm saying this to myself as well. And then release it. Give it over. Perfect. Really good oracle there. I like that. But again, feel free to borrow the questions. I borrowed them. Pay it forward. You can use them for yourself. All right. So now I'm going to do a little spread, Twin Flame Soulmate spread. Let me move this out of the way so it doesn't clutter the table here. I'm being a little picky, I know, but all right. So I'm going to do the first part of the reading for our Twin Flame Soulmate connections. This is a general reading for the collective, for all who are watching. This is for you, Aries or Pisces. So we're looking at what's going on in our connections right now, and how are we harnessing our own self-expression? How are we using it or not using it to our advantage in our connections? So we're going to look at the connection with that in mind. Hello, Ten of Cups. It's how we're that's the issue, that's a situation, the happily ever after, the emotional connection, that energy of nirvana, happily ever after. What's crossing it? Two of Wands. It's about what you want, what we want. This is a world of possibilities in the palm of our hands, but we're being asked to look at the paths that lie before us, and with our ability to now see the world, we are being asked to choose our path. What do we want? To know what we want as we move forward. So even though this is what's crossing the Ten of Cups, it suggests that on some level we're going to have to choose a path that we believe will lead us to this happily ever after. So I just want to be sure I'm clear about that. So what's outside of our conscious awareness is the Six of Wands. There's some need for reconciliation here. Okay, so this is kind of like what we're hoping for, but we are pushing it down. It's in our psyche somewhere, but it hasn't quite bubbled to the surface yet. Six of Wands is reconciliation. It is a homecoming, right? It's a homecoming. And when it shows up, it's about creating a win-win outcome for both parties. So I love this card that it's bubbling up, like it's right underneath. It's in our subconscious, in our psyche somewhere. The past can't even make it up. Seven of Swords. Some experience or perception of either betrayal or deception, or just some low vibe energy here, guys, that has been in the past that's impacting all of this energy right here, right? So it may be long over, whether we participated in it or not. You know, were we part of that deception? Were we part of the plan? Were we the victim of it? Were we the perpetrator of it? I'm speaking to a huge contingent of people here, so take this however it speaks to you. But this is the past energy that's informing everything else. So what do we consciously hope for? What are we consciously aware of? There's that looking at the past. Our regrets. We're aware of our regrets. We're aware of the mistakes. We're aware of something that we feel we've lost. There's grief in this card. And being that that's at the top, right? It's at the top of this Celtic cross. It's really occupying a lot of our headspace. Oh my gosh, if you watch the freaking Libra reading, you'll see. The Libra reading I did on Friday, right before the accident happened, is all about that kind of energy. So this Five of Cups is where we're at. What we want is the reconciliation. We want to make peace with this. And the Leo full moon energy asks us to let go of the past, right? I pulled the cards. You saw them. They came out. I'm going to put them here so I can see them a little bit better, actually. Right? Clean house. Get rid of what's gone on in the past. Perfect. So now, immediate future. Hanged Man. Lovely energy. This is Pisces, by the way, just for some of you may want to know that. But the energy of the Hanged Man is Take no sudden action. Pull back. Try to get the 30,000-foot view of everything that's gone on. So in the immediate future, this does feel like a sacrifice because it's asking you to control, and to let go of immediate gratification, right? To abandon immediate gratification. We cannot just jump back into the circle here at the Ten of Cups point because some crap's going on. Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. So this says pull back, look at it from all angles, and wait for the enlightenment. Wait for the enlightenment. So it is, delaying your personal, your immediate gratification and what you may want in the immediate term, and to look at things from a bigger point of view, a broader, the big picture. I know I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. I'm trying to get in the swing of things. And I'm medicated. But I really love this because there's wisdom in the Hanged Man. There's spiritual connection to your higher self. Now, the difference between the Hanged Man and the High Priestess is the High Priestess goes after, right? It uses their intuition and their connection to their higher self and spirit right away. The energy, and they're both Pisces, by the way. The energy of the Hanged Man waits for it to drop in. Right? Waits for the downloads, waits for the aha moments, waits for that sign, that synchronicity before moving forward. So it's an interesting energy coming through here. All right, so I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to start clarifying. I'm going to have to pull the cards apart. You know how I operate. Kind of a little Virgo nut that way. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Ten of Cups, please. Yes. Happily ever. I'm going to cry, so just, buckle up. Ten of Cups with the Six of Cups. Happily ever after with your past life soulmate. This is a relationship that has a lot of nostalgia, right? Really good times, times of so much emotional contentment. You can barely breathe when you think about it. And it's gotten away from that. So this is the energy of your connection. And this is what you're being called to tap into your own unique self-expression for, and to put that light, shine the light on this. This is what wants the light. So what's challenging, I'm not even going to touch it. What's challenging that, what's crossing it, right, is this Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is choosing the path. What do you want? What do you really, really want? It's fire. Wands is fire. So it gives a little nod toward your passion. Your passion is going to lead you one way or the other. And please understand, there's no wrong choice here. The paths that are before you, there isn't one there's no right or wrong, is what I mean to say. One path will be better for you than the other. And that is your mission, is to allow that to drop in and become clear. Got it? Okay. So I just wanted to say that because I don't want anybody feeling like paralyzed, that they can't choose the path. You can. Two of Wands, please. Okay, this is what's causing the confusion. There's emotional overwhelm here. Like a little bit of grab bag of crazy. It leads me to believe, and I say that with love, I'm in it with you. It leads me to believe that there's a lot of emotions that have not yet been processed. So there's a little baggage here. And because there's some stuff that hasn't been processed, it's very overwhelming. Causes a lot of confusion. Makes it impossible sometimes for us to be able to say, well, what do you mean, what do I want? How the heck do I know what I want? I don't know what happened. I don't know what this is all about. Because pardon the pun here, but it's like a head-on collision. You're like, wait, what happened? You're calling me, you're asking me I don't even know what happened. So I feel there's emotional confusion and overwhelm that is interfering with the ability to be very clear about what you want. When I say you, I'm included in it. So I'm talking to all of us. Whoo! Around the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that's the first thing I'll mention. This is about emotional availability and someone that is the keeper of your heart. If you're here as a feminine, divine feminine or masculine doesn't mean male, female. It means feminine energy, masculine energy. But the King of Cups is someone who's emotionally free to be with you. High vibration love, emotional availability, emotional vulnerability, emotional intelligence. We're talking about a king. So I feel as if there's confusion about whether or not this person is free to be with you. That's what I'm saying. Right. I just got confirmation. 10 of Cups. Are they even free to be with me for the happily ever after? Boom. Done. Got it. Okay. Next is the 6 of Wands. This is underneath. Like something's been out of sorts from the past. We can see we're still holding on to it. Right? But underneath we want the win-win. We want a peaceful outcome. Oh my God, this reading already. Yes, we do. See how I'm getting the confirmation here for us? So what's underneath is already bubbling up to the surface. So yes, there's regret. Something was lost. This feels to me, the 5 of Cups feels as if, it's going to make me cry, as if on some level we all know we played a part in it. Sometimes the 5 of Cups is just grief and sadness and loss, and other times it's like, shoot, what did I bring to the party? Like, where did this go wrong? What's my portion of it? Because, it doesn't all happen in a vacuum. So I almost feel as if, making peace because we both parties have regrets. Both parties made mistakes. Both parties felt the loss. 6 of Wands asks you to see that and resolve it and come out with a win-win situation where you can both absolve yourself of your sins, of your wrongdoing, and or of feeling kind of the repair, the peace that comes in. So it's very interesting to me. I completely claim it myself. I feel it makes a lot of sense. Underneath, we do have the Emperor. So a divine masculine is involved. If you're here as the masculine, then this part is talking about, at some level you feel the grief or, the sadness, the regret, the loss, the mistakes that you'd like to clear up and make nice. If you're here as the feminine, then this deep regret and the focus of the pain of the past that you would like to resolve is about a divine masculine. So I'm just going to say it that way so you don't get confused. Woo! 7 of Swords in the past. Are we having fun yet? Jumped right out. So this was a whopper of a deception. This was a whopper. The fact that it's popping out twice leads me to believe that even though it happened in the past, there's a question about whether it's ongoing. The 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, the abbreviated version is liar, cheater, stealer. I look at it a little bit differently. I see the 7 of Swords as more someone who is all about I'm going to do what I want and I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. So there's just that energy where it's kind of self-serving. You know what I mean? Self-serving. And therefore throws everything out of balance. For some of you, it will be betrayal. For some of you, it will be infidelity. For some of you, it will be a flat-out lie. But I like to kind of include in there, in the absence of that, the fact that there's some shady, low-vibe energy here of somebody who's just trying to get what they want in the immediate sense, and they don't care what they have to do to go and get it. One more on that. Page of Swords. So somehow some message came in. Remember, this is looking back at the past. I feel as if whoever this Seven of Swords is about got caught. Either you caught them or you got caught. Or you both got caught. So let me say it that way. Page of Swords is the detective or the spy of the tarot. So I got Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. This is what happened in the past. Something went down. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't shady. It wasn't on the level. I mean, it was shady. It wasn't on the level. And it was caught. Could have been caught by a person. Could have been caught through social media. Whatever it is. It got caught. I feel it was in process because we have the Seven of Swords twice, meaning it was an ongoing pattern of betrayal, deception, lying, cheating, stealing, low vibe, sketchy ass energy. Now we're at the Five of Cups. Let me put that so you can see it. Consciously, we're focused on the past, regrets of the past, mistakes of the past, right? Down here in our unconscious psyche realm, we kind of want to clear that up. We want to make nice about it. I'm feeling a marriage is involved here. Five of Cups with the Hierophant. Hierophant is the card of commitment, Taurus energy. It is about being true to oneself. So I'm going to start with that. It's about, being true to yourself, knowing who you are at your core and what you stand for. But in the broader sense, it is a card around conventional committed connections, relationships, sometimes marriage. So I'm just pointing that out because the Seven of Swords with the Hierophant, we often see infidelity, breaking the marital vows. So in the absence of that, this is about, right, like the Five of Cups, it's almost as if you're saying here, I know who I am. I know who I am. And there's this energy that's just either draining you of your feelings around commitment. It's kind of tainted it. Or it was uncharacteristic of you. And here the Hierophant is saying, oh, you know who you are. That's why you have regret. I'm talking with love to myself, to you all, lovers. Absolutely. So here's a twin flame card, Hierophant. We have Gemini and Taurus here, and there's regrets about the connection. Maybe for some of you, the Hierophant represents that you weren't kind of operating from your highest self, and you might in the connection, and you might have some regrets about that. For others of you, the Lover's card is a card of choice. And because we have the Two of Wands, I'm going to, right, it mimics that energy about choosing a path. This card, though, is union or reunion of the twins. And so I feel as if you're being called to know who you really are at your core and what you want in terms of commitment with your twin. So I see choice twice coming up in the reading. Hanged Man in the future. Look what just popped out. There's our divine feminine, right? So if you are here as the feminine, then that clarifies, stay in your energy of unconditional love as the beautiful divine feminine that you are. Delay your instant gratification, wait for enlightenment, wait for the downloads, wait for things to make sense. And like you're in the matrix here, divine feminine. If you're here as a masculine, then it's saying, right, you kind of got to delay your own gratification and give over to the feminine energy. So really beautiful, but let me continue. I wasn't finished shuffling when that popped out. Help me understand the Empress, please. The Spirit's playing with me today. The Spirit's saying, I said, delay your gratification. Wait for my enlightenment. More to follow, ... Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, so now that we know that we're being literally hung out We're waiting with bated breath for the downloads. I will be taking this to the extended. I am going to run through Aries all the way through to Pisces with little mini spreads covering 3 things. The advice for you by your zodiac sign, sun or rising, around this whole reading. Sun and rising. Okay, this is your sun or rising. So if you are Virgo sun, Leo rising, you should be looking at the Virgo part and the Leo part. I hope that makes sense for just you. Now, if you want to watch for your divine counterpart, you can, but this is really intended, most beneficial for those who are watching. So I just want to say that. So the first card is going to be the advice coming from Spirit. The second is what's outside of your control. So external influences, what people, things, events, whatever might be in the way. Things that you have to account for. And then the third card is your, what you can do about that. So it's kind of an outcome, but what can you do about it or expect to come of it? So we're going to call it the outcome card. So I'm going to go through those pretty quickly, but I hope to get it timestamped. So if you want to follow this reading to the extended, the link is in the description box below. I will be there shortly. Please enjoy this beautiful full moon. You got some real powerful, a 10 and an 11 in reverse. Some powerful oracle, a beautiful spread here, one that I certainly can relate to, and I'm wishing you all the best in the full moon. Jot down what you're celebrating and grateful for, and jot down what you know you need to let go of so that you can shine bright like a diamond. See you in the extended. Bye, guys.